I'm here with you to talk about the Ponce Davis home market. Ponce Davis, one of the prettiest parts of Miami, has some interesting stuff going on. So I'm going to get right into it tonight with my stats, keeping it short. All right. In all of Ponce Davis, there are only 6 homes on the market. 6. Now, granted, Ponce Davis isn't all that big, but only 6 houses on the market. And so far this year, 11 homes have sold. But this is what's really interesting. There's nothing pending right now. So 11 homes sold, 6 are on the market, nothing pending. The homes on the market range in price from $5.8 million all the way up to $11.8 million. And the average asking price per square foot of these homes is over $1,000. It's $1,085. So Ponce Davis is obviously one of the higher value neighborhoods in Miami. Prices right now up to almost $12 million, and the least expensive of which is almost $6 million. So it's a valuable neighborhood. But this is what I find terribly interesting. Nothing has sold since June. Nothing. The last closing in Ponce Davis was on June 2nd, and we haven't had anything pending or closed for 4 months. Wow. Now, for those homes that have closed this year, the highest sold for $7.9 million. The least expensive sold for $4.475 million, but there was also a sale for land that went for $4.5 million. A beautiful piece of land, big lot, and yeah, that's what land sells for in Ponce Davis. The average price per square foot of the solds was $905. Compare that to what I said, the average asking price is just over 1,000 square feet. $1,000 per square feet. Yours truly had the record-breaking sale in 2022 in Ponce Davis. Thank you very much. I sold a home back in January. It closed for $1,212 a square foot, which is the highest price per square foot we've seen in Ponce Davis so far this year. I didn't even know that. I was doing the research for this and I was like, well, heck yeah, check that out. Proud of myself. All right. Last year, okay, so what did I tell you? So far this year, we've had 11 sales with nothing pending, which leads me to believe while there's 6 homes on the market, are any of them really going to close before the end of the year? It's already mid-October. So we may end the year with 11 sales. Last year, all year, there were 23. In the year before that, there were 27. Now, last year's sales, there were higher sales than this year. There was one that went for almost $15 million, but it was on a much bigger piece of land. 3 of last year's sales were on much bigger lots than what we have sold so far this year. But last year, there was a sale for $1.925 million. It sold for land, but we haven't seen a land sale that inexpensive in Ponce Davis this year. So prices have most definitely gone up. 2020, there were 27 sales, like I mentioned. They ranged in price from 1.7 to 9.2 million. Most of those, though, were under 7 million. So we've seen a lot more sales in that $7, $8, $9 million range this year. We weren't seeing that many back in 2020. And okay, so let's go back to the 6 that are on the market because I really find it interesting. This is the only neighborhood we've looked at that has nothing pending. So 6 on the market. The one that's been on the market the shortest has been on for 40 days. The one that's been on the market the longest has been on for 349 days, so almost a year, with nothing pending for 4 months. So here's my takeaway in Ponce Davis. First of all, heck yeah that I had the sale in that neighborhood that had the highest price per square foot all year. That's my key takeaway. But your key takeaway might be, if you're thinking about selling your home in Ponce Davis, just be aware that nothing has sold in 4 months. You need to be so clear on price and so clear on the strategy that you're going to use to sell it. Happy to talk strategy if anybody wants to. My sale, in fact, did have multiple offers, but we listed it in November. The market was a little different in November than it is this October, November. But there's still ways to sell homes. You just have to have the right strategy in place. It'll be interesting to see if any of these 6 homes sell between now and the end of the year. You bet your bottom dollar I'll check on them. And that's really all I have for Ponce Davis. Love to talk more about anyone's house in depth if you want to. But we're seeing the slowdown in this neighborhood for sure. Have a great night. I'm going to be back tomorrow. I can't remember what neighborhood I'm doing, but check my Instagram. It's there, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night.